What is up, everybody? Welcome to another exciting episode of the Teacher Show. I'm taking a nice little stroll. It's the summertime. Gotta lose some weight, man. Gotta lose some weight. If you're a guy that watches this channel, you watch me for the teaching videos, I'm going to go into a different direction right now and just let you know that I've allowed myself to become undisciplined, okay? I've allowed myself to be let go over the course of the 10 years that I've been teaching. I've been incrementally gaining at least 10 pounds a year. And now I've reached the pinnace of it. I reached the peak of that mountain. And now it's time to descend. It's time to come back down to where I was at. All right, I had to switch hands for a second. I'm gonna be doing that quite often during this stroll right now. But teaching can take its toll on you. You know, you can see actually the thickness of my neck. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Being undisciplined is not cute. It's not sexy. It's not good. You know, former students would see me. I actually remember coming up to some former students, and I could tell the look in their eyes. Mr. Johnson, what happened to you? And you know what? It could be a figment of my imagination that's what they said, but in my head, that's what was communicated, all right? Because the way that they actually looked at me, because when I was teaching them, I think I taught them like 8 years ago. And when they saw me recently, it was a very look of disgust. And that for me, I have standards for myself. And for me, that is very much so unacceptable. Having a lifestyle, just because I'm a teacher, teaching can be mentally taxing. But I'm not trying to use that as an excuse. And forgive me if I'm breathing hard right now. That's also a good example of where I'm at right now in my current fitness condition. Because as I'm walking and talking, oh man, it is exhausting. So I don't have that David Goggins stamina. I don't have that David Goggins endurance where he's running and talking to tell you to stay hard. But I wanted to just do some real talk right now, just be an example. You know, don't fall into slobbery. Don't let people tell you. And here's another thing that would annoy me too. Switch your hands again. Here's another thing that would annoy me too. You know, people know that gaining weight, and when they had a look of, man, what happened to you? They try to sweet talk you, tell you, oh man, it's just marital weight. I've been married for 11 years now. No, I'm sorry. I've been married for 14 years. Get my marital years mixed up. When is the marital weight going to stop? That time of laying up, enjoying each other. We've been done with that time like 13 years ago, the first year of marriage. Don't let people, if you're not happy with yourself, you're not happy with your condition, don't let people sit up here and coddle you and allow you to stew in your comfort. And that's what I've done. Hence why I'm out here walking right now. I'm going to go back to my house. I'm going to do some calisthenics because I can eventually show you some videos and everything in terms of what I looked like decades ago and the comparisons. But I'm putting myself out there right now because this is completely unacceptable. If you're a guy and you are teaching, or even if you're a lady and you're teaching right now, forgive the wind, it's windy. Don't allow your circumstances, don't allow your profession to cause you to go home eating bonbons, sitting on your behind, getting fat every single day. I don't know what this whole movement about fat acceptance online is about. I don't know what that's about. There are practical ramifications to weight gain. Let me go ahead and give y'all another real talk scenario. About a year ago, maybe a couple of years ago, 'cause I was still overweight during that time, I went to Dallas with my kids to go to a indoor rock climbing place. And you know, this was the first time ever in my life where I did not pass the weight limit. I was over the weight limit. I think the weight limit was like 250. I weighed in at like 260. Embarrassing. So now I can't even enjoy the activity that I need to enjoy with my kids right now. That's not good. That's not good. To sit up here and have people, have society accept your mediocrity, accept our mediocrity, it's not a good place to be in, which is why our students are going down a pathway that they're going down right now. Okay? There are practical consequences for when you allow bad habits to dictate your life. And I have a lot of them. I've acquired a lot of them. You know, and let me also put this out there, because some of y'all may say, you make a lot of Christian content. I thought you would be naturally disciplined. No. Let me go ahead and address that too, if you are thinking that. Scripture tells us to renew our minds daily. Okay, we gotta renew our minds daily, but that's through scripture basis. But there are certain areas of my life that I have not allowed the word to renew my mind on. There's other areas. There's areas where the word has definitely changed and transformed my thinking, some of my sinful behaviors, all those things. But there's other areas that I'm in the process of. And gluttony at this point in time with food is one of those areas, unfortunately. Now I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm just keeping it very much a buck. Gluttony is one of those areas where I've really fell down and dropped the ball. Sitting up here being greedy with food, giving into my fleshly appetites, getting these cravings and just immediately giving into them. That's why fasting is so powerful. Not just from just fasting, doing some intermittent internet fasting or something, but when you're on a fast for spiritual reasons, when you're breaking that flesh, you know, you're going all C.T. Fletcher with the flesh, like, you know, flesh, I command you to calm yourself down. You ain't gonna tell me what to do today. That's why fasting is so powerful. It's just not the fast that I prepared for you. When you fast, you break that flesh, you allow your spirit to be able to be heard by the Lord even more. And when I would fast in the past, I would just, you know, man should not live off of bread alone, but by every word that comes out of the mouth of the Lord. And if I'm quoting scriptures, I'm paraphrasing. But I would fast in those days, and I would just drink water. And I was just getting the Bible, man, and getting prayer time. But I'm going to be honest with you. With a lot of pastors, and you see online preachers, I think I heard Philip Mitchell talk about this. He was talking about fasting. But you're going to go through a lot of boredom. They making people like to glorify and make fasting seem like this, like, you know, oh, I'm just getting so connected with the Lord. It's just such a wonderful experience and everything else. No. No, that may be part of it. But you're going to go through a lot of boredom periods, especially because I wasn't just fasting from food. I was fasting from media and several other things. And it got boring. It got boring. Now, you know, when once the fast was over with, and, you know, I prayed and I thanked the Lord for bringing me through that. But with the results. The journey was an experience of itself. But to get the results and know that the Lord brought you through that fast, that you was able to conclude and commit to something, it's a very rewarding experience. But fasting isn't all this, you know, sunshine and rainbows. You know, you're breaking the flesh, which is why when Jesus was on his last day of fasting, I'm pretty sure he was in the struggle. And that's when he was at his weakest point, his flesh was at his weakest. That's when Satan came and tempted him. So, you know, there's a lot of areas that I want to be back disciplined to. There's a lot of areas spiritually I let myself go on, but we can see the result of that being physical. I think those things are manifested physically in themselves, you know, where I'm at right now. But I want to make this video to just let you know that no matter how hard, even if you're watching this and you're not a teacher, no matter how hard your profession is, okay, no matter how hard it is, you can't let it dictate how you treat your body, let it cause you to develop bad habits. This job's causing me to drink too much, all these things, because teaching is mentally taxing, especially when you're dealing with behaviors, you're dealing with people being on top of you for how you're teaching, getting those teacher ratings in, all those sorts of things, okay? So it's mentally taxing, and you can allow it to speak and govern how you run your life. But, you know, right now, I think the good Lord has given me a routine that I can stick with right now, and I have to commit to that. But I need to drop this weight. It's affecting my own camera appearance. You know, I may not be the most attractive person right now making this video. I look like a cornball with this head bandana around my headphones. You know, you can go ahead and crack jokes if you want to. It's okay. I actually have to wear this to keep this from falling off of my head, especially when I do some sprints or do some hit while I'm out here in the country. But I just wanted to make this quick video, well, almost a 10-minute video, to just encourage you that do not let habits or bad habits get the best of you. I'm a rocking results, and I'm doing the work right now to correct it and to do things differently, because I know that people respect others in shape. I have respect as a teacher, but when people look at me, I know I'm a slob, and I've allowed myself to be that way. So don't be a slob. People do value you when you're in shape, because when I used to be in super shape, I used to have different stares and everything else. And I'll probably post a video in terms of what I look like at that time. And just pray for me that my journey is a successful one. And I pray for y'all too, that whatever you're doing, your journey is a successful one as well. Anyway, thank you for watching. We'll see y'all in the next one. God bless y'all.